All right, here we go. We've got yet another one. You know the first part. What are you going to do? You are going to write an essay. You got that down, don't you? What kind of thinking are you going to do? You're going to be doing some analysis. You're going to be analyzing how something. And in this case, you're going to be analyzing how the how the author's organization of the passage helps the reader understand the task. And you're going to use the information, of course, from the passage to support your response. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how the author, the person who wrote it, how he organized the passage. All right, so I'm just going to write myself a note here. Author, how the author organize the passage, organize stuff. There are all kinds of ways authors can organize things. They can give you little headings, they can have paragraphs, they can give you little pictures, they can indent, they can make letters really big, they can put color in there, they can, all kinds of ways they can organize the text to make it easier to help you understand it. So, but we've got to make sure we get both parts. There are two parts in there. So, how the author organized it or what he did, and then how that helps the reader to understand the task. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to need a list to make it. I'm sketching this out. I'm going to need a list because here's that part. It says use the information from the passage to support your response. And you know what that means. It means you got to cite the text. You can't just say, well, I think he did this. I think he did this. You have to say for real what he did. You have to find the facts and you have to put it in there for real what the author really did. So let's say that we're going to put what the author did. Let's keep this one really easy. What the author did up to organize the passage. But then let's make another column that says how that helps other people or whoever's looking at it understand the task. Okay, because it's asking us for two things. So we have to make the connection, and this will help us. Now you might be thinking, why? Do I have to write all that out? Yes, you have to write all that out. And you know why? Because when you're doing analysis, you're going to be in the exam, you're going to be stressing out, you're going to be reading a paper. If you don't write the whole statement out right here while you're working on it, you're going to forget exactly what you're supposed to be looking for. And if you have one little sentence written out that I know takes kind of a long time to write out, that will help you as you go back through the passage and you're looking for things. So yes, you're going to write that sentence out, and yes, you're going to write the sentence out here, what the author did to organize the passage and how it helps someone understand the task. Full statements, no acronyms, no abbreviations. You're going to roll full statements is better for your brain for situations like this. So let's say that he used a bulleted list. And when you're reading, you find that he used a bulleted list. And then you say how it helped. Now, the author, just so you know, when authors write, they don't say, and now I'm going to show you my bulleted list to present the next part of the story. And Notice how nice this bulleted list is, and I'm putting it on here because it makes it easy for you to see the items listed one after the other. No, they don't do that. They put it on there because it makes it easier for you, but they don't sit and brag about the little bulleted list. They just put it on there. All right, but we know that they put it on there because it makes the information. We have to say, how does it help someone understand the task? Information is easier to follow. In a list form. Now, notice what I did here. I didn't say, here's what a bulleted list is. So you've got to be very careful when you're answering a question, because it would be very easy to say he used a bulleted list, which he did right here, and then answer it with a bulleted list is a list where you use bullets and make little statements. But I have to make sure I answer exactly what it says. It says, how does it help someone understand it? So he uses a bulleted list because information is easier to follow in a list form than when it's written all out. And then as I read the text, I would just keep looking for examples like that, and then writing the how. And that's how I would set up that one. And that one would make it very nice to write to as well. Have you noticed that you can't really use like a graphic organizer that's all ready to fill out for these? They have to be custom. They have to come from your head. Hey, that's a pretty good place for them to come from, by the way. That's a really good place for them to come from. Is this feeling easy or hard for you? If it's feeling hard, that's okay. It feels hard for a lot of people, but you get there. Practice. Remember, it's just practice. That's all it is. Okay, see you on the next one.